Hi, everybody. This is your announcement for Philosophy 201, Introduction to Philosophy for the week of February 17th. So, let's see here. We are in week 5 of our semester. So, this week is a little bit different. This is going to be the week that you write your first essay for our class, and I'll talk about that in just a bit. But first, I just wanted to say that I was reading through your discussion from last week on the reading by de Beauvoir and Zach. And I know the discussion was mainly about de Beauvoir's reading. And I saw a good discussion going on. And I guess what pleased me is that people were correctly interpreting that word conditioned. Okay, so, and because sometimes that trips people up. So the question of about men and women being conditioned from birth to be different is different from men and women are different, right? Like biologically or in any other way. So conditioned, what does that mean? And I think most of you got that right, where it means that children are brought up, right, in a way that they would behave consistent with a particular gender role. Okay, and I think most of you got that pretty well. So I was happy about that because, like I said, that has tripped students up in the past. So good job on that. One thing I'd like to see more, though, is a little bit more reflection. Some of you kind of avoided writing about yourselves, and I understand. It's hard to sort of put yourself out there, especially in a class discussion where everybody is reading what you write. But if if you can put a little bit more of yourself in there, then that I think just enhances the discussion. But of course, I'm not asking you to write things that you're uncomfortable saying. Okay, so limit it to what you have comfort in saying. Okay, but it is okay to talk about yourself, especially when we ask in the question in the discussion prompt, how does this apply to from your own life, or reflect on this as far as your own experiences go. Okay, so good. Keep up the good work there. Okay, so I am going to move on, and you're going to move on to Module 1.4. All right, and here we are in the modules. So here we are. This is Module 1.4, and I'm going to click on the page here, the overview page. So the course objective, well, let me just go through the overview. In this module, the essay module, we now take time to reflect on the readings. First, students will describe key points of one philosophical writing studied in this module. This short essay will prepare you to write a critical evaluation of a philosophical reading in Module 3. So, the objective is, the module objective is 1, to describe the arguments and positions of one of the theories presented in Module 1 in a short written assignment. Okay, so what you're going to need to do is review the texts that we've read so far, and that will allow you to complete this assignment. Okay, so what you're going to do is complete the Module 1.4 essay. So then you just hit next, like you always do. And I have put the instructions on a document, so you just click the preview button there, and there it is. Okay, so this is the purpose of the assignment. So this is on Module 1, Self, Mind, and Body. So instructions: to complete this essay, you will need to first reread the text on which you will write. For this assignment, we will revisit the reading by David Hume, There Is No Personal Identity. Okay, so one thing it's important here, what you're going to want to really focus on is the actual part of that reading that was written by David Hume. Okay, so in our book, it starts off with an introduction that's given by the book editor. And on your discussions, I tell you, point this out to you, that writing about the introduction is not writing about the actual reading by the author that we're studying. Okay? So in the book you have that introduction, and then after that starts the actual reading by David Hume or Plato or whoever we're studying. Okay, so make sure that when you write this essay, everything in that essay needs to be about what David Hume said, not Max Hallman in the introduction. Okay, so that's really important. I almost want to tell you guys, don't read the introductions, but I don't want to do that because he gives some good insights about the reading, but that is not the reading. Okay, so focus your writing, whether it's in this paper or in any of your discussions, on the actual material that was written by the author that we're studying. So David Hume or Plato or, Simone de Beauvoir, whoever that is. Okay, focus on what they actually wrote rather than the introduction. I'd rather not see anything about the introduction, okay, in your work. All right? So, okay. That's my public service announcement for today. Okay, so going on back to these instructions. All right, so what you're going to do is follow this structure for your essay. Okay, so 1, introduce Hume's philosophy by talking about the topic of his writing. What is the subject that Hume discusses in There Is No Personal Identity? Okay, so what is Hume talking about here in his writing? What is he addressing? 2, next describe the main points of Hume's argument by responding to the following question. And this is it. This is going to kind of be the crux of your essay. What reasons does Hume give for denying the existence of an enduring self or soul? And that should be 2 to 3 paragraphs. Okay, so, in the reading, Hume is he's making the claim that there is no such thing as an enduring self or soul. Okay, and that's what you're going to be looking at. What are the reasons he gives for making that claim? All right, so then I have instructions on how to write this. 1, continue to write in essay format when you respond to the question. Your response should be a continuation from the introduction you wrote. 2, use your own words to paraphrase key points in Hume's writing that address the question. 3, you may use quotations from the text. However, you must explain each quotation's meaning and how it supports your response to the question. Okay, 4, citing your source. Your source is the reading by Hume, okay, not the introduction. Include in-text citations within your essay. These should be in MLA style. Consult the NMSUA Academic Support Center for help with citations. At the end of your essay, include a full citation, as in a works cited page. 5, before submitting your essay, fix spelling and grammatical errors. Having errors in your essay will lead to a lower score. 6, make sure your writing is clear. Before submitting your essay, read it out loud to yourself. Revise the parts that sound clunky or unclear. Okay, and next, these are the criteria for grading. Okay, so I will be grading you based on these criteria: accuracy, using the source or the evidence, relevancy, clarity of writing, and formatting. Okay, so those are the instructions, and down here is the rubric that I will be using to grade your essay. So before you even start, look at this rubric so you know what it is that you need to do, to do well on this essay. Okay, so this is due on February 21st. Okay, so you get the whole week to do that, and that's how it's going to go. Okay, all right, so that is what's happening for this week. You're going to work on this essay. If you have any questions about the instructions or anything that seems unclear, please contact me so I can help you. Ooh, I just froze. Okay, sorry about that. I'm freezing again. Please contact me if you have questions about this assignment. Okay, I'm going to go because this is already a long video. I hope you all have a great week, and I will see you again next time. Thanks. Bye.